What's up, guys? Welcome back to Dudema Gaming. Jose and Ridge here, ready to. You know what? I don't like that. Not at all.
Well, we're stuck with it.
No!
We do
We're gonna
not.
talk about the trailer.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that. Let's just
Okay.
let's do it.
Obviously, KI has already been out since like 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, and we've been
That's
working.
today, Jose.
Well,
Today
hey,
is
hey.
Wednesday. It sounds really weird when you say I don't know.
Well, I mean, when we upload it tonight and then they watch it tomorrow, they'll be like, "It was out since yesterday." You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to
Good
be
point.
clear. Just to be
Good
clear.
point.
So the game's been out and we've been working, but Ridge has already had some game time with the game. So far, just really quick, Ridge, how do you feel?
I'm unwilling to discuss how I feel until we do the video where both you and I have played some exhibitions and we come back and play. So
Okay,
let's just
all right,
knock that out of the way.
all right. Well, obviously they launched a trailer for season three, a launch trailer, and it revealed a lot of cool goodies, things that we weren't even expecting them just to drop. Like the obvious being Gargos, right?
Gargus! Gargus!
Yeah, Gargos is officially confirmed. They've been teasing him. They've been like talking about him. They've been doing a lot, and then suddenly it's like, oh, here you go. Here's
Yeah,
Gargos.
two seasons of Gargus, and we finally, he's finally revealed, confirmed, and he's obviously playable. That's the big thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yes.
Mira is gonna be released in April, and that's obviously this brings more and more credence because until now, officially, her name hasn't been revealed. So now the name is the same. She looks the same from the leaks. And then in May we're gonna get Gargis, and then June and July we're gonna get new characters.
Yeah,
New.
according to them. So here's what we're gonna get, because obviously it's a big year for Gears of War. Gears of War 4 is coming out. The PC version of Gears of War just came out. They're gonna want to push Gears of War. So unless my theory holds true, and they reveal Scorpion at E3, it's gonna be Rom at E3. They're gonna show off Rom, and then they'll probably be like, "You can play as him today," and everybody's gonna be like, "Ah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which left some skeptical about who the last character will be as, but honestly, now that we have Gargis officially revealed, and now that we know he is coming, he's here, he's a thing, he's a playable character, I'm starting to think that yeah, we're gonna get Idol. You know,
You think it's gonna be Idle?
I think it's gonna be Idol. Just
I'm still holding out for after the ROM trailer plays, I'm still holding out for, like, they'll be like, and wait, there's more, and then all of a sudden you just see like ROM standing there, and then you hear like Scorpion's like, get over here, and then like a spear hits him in the chest. Oh my god, it'd be too much for me to handle.
I mean, there's always room for that special character, like Omen or Shadow Jago, how we had with season one and two. So there could definitely be a special ninth character for this season. But I personally think they're gonna bring back the original cast of KI one and two. It's gonna be a nice even split. They're gonna bring back Kim Woo, they're gonna bring back Tusk, they gotta bring back Gargis, Idol. They'll finish off all that. Three guest characters: Rom, Rash, and Arbiter, and then one brand new character in Mira. Well, that'll be
Who is
like our
also a new character, but yeah.
yeah. Well, I
Can I
mean, I
ask
mean
you
new
though?
entirely, not with established universe behind them
I'm gonna
already.
ask you because growing up, I played KI2, aka KI Gold, a lot more than you did, and you played the
Hmm.
original a lot more than I did.
Yeah.
So, if it is Idle, I mean, this is really early out, but still, I'd like to know what your input is. If it is Idle, what do you think his move list would be like in today's standards?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you look at a lot of these characters, I mean, look at Tusk. From where he originally was and where he is now. It's drastic. It's pretty. Obviously they got key things returning, and they switched up a little bit, but he's a lot different than what he is before.
So, what is your, okay, what are the key things that have to return for Idle? Like, are there things that,
Like he
and
has.
how tall would he be, do you think?
If I remember, he wasn't like insanely tall, but he was tall. His club, he has a big giant club, and similar to Gargis, where he could regenerate his health by laughing. Idol had like a foot like stomp, not stomp, but like he'd like, you know when a bull is about to charge and he's like putting his hooves
Yeah,
through the ground,
yeah.
he'd do that over and over and over again, and that would recharge his health. And it was bullshit because he would do it at the end of a round while you're dead on the
Yep,
ground, and he's just
yep.
getting his health. You know, it's
Dude, that's Gargos too, man.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I used to play Killer Instinct on like super ultra master difficulty, and then I'd put it on like ludicrous speed. And man, Gargos, he would just be like, whoa, oh, 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 in between rounds and get all his health back, and I'd
yeah,
be so angry, so
yeah.
angry.
I mean, other than that, they'd bring back like he'd have like this jump ability where he'll jump and he'll slam down with his club as soon as he gets near you.
Mhm.
Also, he has a charge like forward attack where he headbutts you, and he has a projectile where he throws out like these little green spheres, and they're super annoying because he can shoot one or three at a time.
It
Uh,
sounds a lot like he's like Gargos, because Gargos, Gargos had his projectile, like a little flame breath,
mhm.
and he also could fly. He could charge you.
Well, like Idol couldn't fly though, but he had this really good like jump in. Like it was crazy because you can actually play as Idol in the original just by putting like the simple secret a simple code.
Hey, same with KI2,
Yeah,
man. You could play as Gargos.
yeah, and all you have to do literally is push forward up, and he'll do like this jump attack. Like you don't have to put input anything. It's forward up, and you're done. You know, like you're attacking. You're now on
Well,
the attack.
obviously he will not be like that
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he is
Oh, and
released, and neither will Gargos.
the
They'll
other
they'll
thing.
obviously balance these characters
Oh yeah,
out,
yeah.
but
The other thing is that you never had to block low because he's always blocking low. Just by pushing back, you block high and low.
that is not gonna happen in the final release of Idol.
Yeah, yeah, that will not
Gargos,
happen.
dude, Gargos was like that, man. His hitbox is so weird that like it's so easy to block with Gargos, and then like he could counter everything in the game. Like nothing is safe when you fight Gargos.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Nothing.
yeah.
But I mean, I
Go
don't
on.
know how I feel about it. I mean, I want Idol and Gargos to return, but I'm hoping. If it's General Ram and Idol, is that it? If it is Idol,
I think. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. That's it. General
see,
Rom,
it's only
Idol,
one new character.
only
That's
one.
like my only disappointment because I really, really like. I don't play as any of these characters, but Iron Galaxy, even Double Helix, they both prove that they can create characters that are very interesting and
And that's what I'm saying. Like before, like I'm excited about the Arbiter. I'm excited about Rash. I will play them, and they look cool. But I would have appreciated more original characters. I would have had more fun with them. And I know like some people's like yeah, like Arbiter's cool because you get all these weapons. He's an inventory type character. What's like, well, imagine if Iron Galaxy had the opportunity to make their own inventory character. Like
yeah.
they're constrained by the Halo universe in a way. In a way, it's really cool because like we get to experience Halo in KI. But imagine if they made their own version of an inventory character, and that's
Right.
that's like the lost opportunity there.
And they just come up with some crazy things. I mean,
They
look at
do. They
Hisaka.
do.
Look at Akanos, dude. Just look at him.
Yeah.
He's like a giant rock monster. Like, it's so epic. But
Yeah.
I'm still happy. If all this pans out for season 3, I'd still be very happy in terms of characters. Still a little disappointed with the whole 3-stage thing, but who
Yeah.
knows? In Gargus's trailer, man, I mean, it's
In the launch
probably
trailer. Yeah.
me and Jose have been arguing about this, but it's probably just the Shadow Lords thing in the background. But you never know. Gargus's stage could be like some platform in space with like Earth in the background,
A
and
final destination type thing.
right, right. I mean, it'd be generic, but at least he'd have his own
And he'd have
stage.
his own stage, yeah. But
Right.
oh yeah, they did show off the Shadow Lords thing, and they talked about it a little bit. They said that they weren't into specifics, but they were talking about how you have to take down the Shadow Lords, which is another reason why I think it's going to be Idle because there's
Right.
more than one Shadow Lord. Yeah.
Lords.
Um. So you gotta take down Gargos, you gotta take down Idol, and you gotta basically like pick 3 characters. One as your main, and another 2 as I guess your supports or something. And I guess you have to like go around the world, either like these characters fighting for you or something. I don't know. They weren't very specific. There's still a lot about it, but they did throw in the idea that you could pay gold in order to speed up time. So it's sounding a lot like a free to play type, money wins all game. And I really don't like that. I really don't.
Hey
Because
man, they're making money. One thing I
they
will
gotta make
say is
money one way or
KI
another for
has to
sure.
be
But
making good money,
yeah,
so I'm happy about that. And I'm hoping they start a community fund like, hey, do you want us to give Rash, Myra, Rom, and Idol and Gargis their own stages? And I'll be like, yes. And then they'll be like, give me money. And I
give
will
me
be
money.
like, okay, here is some money. Make it happen.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, like I hope the Shadow Lords thing isn't all about money. I hope there's like something we could get out of it, that'd be significant to us as like the players who play online and stuff. And yeah, like I do hope they do a community fund again. I loved, helping the community with Shadow Jago and trying to raise the pot for the KI tournament. And that's the thing, like when you see these tournaments, it's really cool because you get to see the new tech, you get to see like the new stuff, and the only way that these guys want to compete is if there's a prize at the end of it,
If there's but tons of money.
yeah, but it's always cool to support the community, for sure. And I would support new stages, I would support new characters, I would support a lot for this game for sure.
I
Um,
just I just want to throw this out there. Don't and I know we should have brought it up earlier, but don't Gargis and Idol, aren't they like enemies? Like they are Shadow Lords, but they're like enemies, right?
yeah, they're constantly at
So
war with each other. Yeah.
right, so it's possible that, Rom came first, or wow, not Rom. Gargis came first. And Gargis, he came through the wormhole first because maybe he lost to Idol. Him and his minions or whatever lost, and that's why we were getting Gargis first, and then Idol will be like the final guy coming out. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad you talked about that because like I was thinking about that. When we got season one Killer Instinct, it ended officially with Fulgore, and Fulgore's always been like the last quote unquote character, in the sense that before you face Idol or before you face Gargis, it was always Fulgore, and before that was Spinal. And in KI season 2, we got Arya, and she was like the last character, they released. So the fact that they brought out Gargis, which is like, a final boss character, and he's not the last one they're releasing, makes me, and I'm thinking like Ridge, think that maybe the last character will be Idol and he will be revealed, after Rom, who knows? So
I mean, it'd be fan service. It really would be. If you go on the forums or anything, all you see is Idol, 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 Idol.
yeah.
Like nobody wants the creature from the Black Lagoon like I do, but that's fine.
Well, that's why we must crowdfund him. We must bring him to life. But yeah, overall, the trailer was pretty meaty. They showed off a lot of the alternate costumes and stuff, and those
Hold
look pretty
on.
cool.
One more thing I gotta ask.
hmm
How do you feel about Gargis overall design wise?
he looks like poop. Nah, like it's not terrible, but okay. We talked about it, and I like his body and stuff. Like he's gruff, he's like thick, and he looks like menacing. But his face just looks so weird to me, man. Like his tusks, like the way they're not even like actually in his mouth, they're like coming out of his cheeks or something. It just looks weird,
I
Just
tell you what, man. I can't wait for that retro costume.
right. I can't wait for the retro. Just give me that retro. Same thing with Glacius. Like the original Glacius, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. But when I got that retro, I only used that. That's I've only reverted to that. Yeah, but yeah, Gargis overall, I'm just happy he's back. I'm happy he's
I'm happy he's back too.
yeah
I'm just complete the cast, Iron Galaxy. Just do it. Just give us Idol. Call it a day.
yeah
Just complete it.
yeah give us Idol. We'll take Rom, and then if we could crowdfund a ninth character, I don't know, maybe make a whole new original character. Who knows? I don't care. Just give us something, and we're definitely gonna come.
Crowdfund stages.
We're definitely gonna come back to you guys with more stuff, impressions, review, and gameplay.
Impressions are probably going to load up right after this video. Jose, what's your percentage at?
I have no idea. I'm in the opposite room of my Xbox right now. I just
It's
got
time
home
to
from
make it
work
happen.
recently, so.
It's time to make it happen. Let's go, Jose.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and let us know how you are liking season 3 so far, and what do you think? Like, do you think it's Idol? Do you think it's Idol? Is it a brand new character? Is it another guest? Is Joanna Dark still, up there for you
No.
guys?
No.
Hey, let them decide for themselves. So please let us know in the comments. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you soon. Thank you so much.
No.